After the opposition team have organized themselves, came together, and decided now this is the flag bearer we have, there's one thing they must consider, that the Runningmate position is where magic happens. Let them not just sit and take a Runningmate is anybody. It's where magic happens. When asked, according to me, within that circle of opposition, there's no Runningmate. There's no Runningmate. If at all the presidential candidate will come from that team, there's no Runningmate there. No Runningmate. Because so far, there are so many gaps we can see. One of them, the youth are not so much subscribing to the opposition side. Secondly, there are some professionals who sit somewhere and feel like there's no solution to our problems in that particular opposition team. There are people who sit somewhere and say, if I look around, it's only one person I can pick. Either I pick Kalonzo, Gachagua, or Matiang'i. But it's one. Because they are all lacking something. If someone has a track record, on the other side, he's taken to be a dictator, or maybe he does not respect the rule of law. If another one is taken probably to be a good orator, a nice campaigner, on the other side is deemed to be tribal. When you look at the other one, you realize that he is very experienced, but when you look at him seriously, you realize that there's no change he can bring. He has been Moi, he has been Kibaki, and there's nothing he has done in his region. So he does not have anything to show Kenyans. So they all have weaknesses. And those weaknesses, they must look for people who can fix them from the outside that circle. From outside that circle. So I feel strongly that in that particular circle of opposition, there's no Runningmate. So it is their obligation to sit down and look at what are they missing and who can fix that. When I look at the entire country, there's only one Runningmate I can see. Ndindi Nyoro. That is the only Runningmate I can be able to see who can be in all those ones and fit. He can be the Kalonzo, perfect. Can be the Matiang'i, perfect. Can be the Antembeya, perfect. But he's the only one. So far, no one else has come out to show that he can be a Runningmate. Ndindi Nyoro, yes, he can be a presidential flag bearer, a presidential candidate. But now when it comes to Runningmate positions, he's the only one. Ndindi Nyoro comes with a lot on board. But that's not the basis of my video here. On this particular video, I want to show you what the Runningmate position will fix in opposition team. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mokwa Times, kindly make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Let me dive into this topic here today. Now, when it comes to the issue of Runningmate, there's one thing that this Runningmate position will fix. Numbers. Numbers is very important. For instance, if you pick Ndindi Nyoro, you are rest assured that Mount Kenya people will subscribe more to him. Why? Because first of all, he's the most popular in Mount Kenya. He's the most lovable because of the track record and his conduct and the way and what he has here upstairs. And he's the only person who can beat Kithure Kindiki. When you work Kindiki hapa, work Ndindi Nyoro hapa, people will go with Ndindi Nyoro. So it's ideal for someone like that who can be able to not only bring character but also bring numbers on board. So if he goes to Mount Kenya, this guy will scoop numbers to the opposition side. That is number one. Also, if you look at Ndindi Nyoro, he has this kind of impression he has already created that he can be a future leader in Mount Kenya, which is very crucial. So apart from numbers, the other thing that this person will fix, ladies and gentlemen, it is outshining Kithure Kindiki. As much as you bring numbers more than Kithure Kindiki, you must outshine him in character. Because right now, Kithure Kindiki is not a person you can just ignore. So he must be better than him. At least for the people of Mount Kenya to say, if you consider Kindiki, you bad. But this one is better. Because whether it's day or night, William Ruto will have to take Kindiki as his running mate. So when you look at that particular mathematics, we must agree that for the opposition people to beat William Ruto, they must also get a running mate from the Mount Kenya region. No option on that. Another thing that this person must do is attract the youth. The youth of this country, whether we like it or not, they need a representation. They need their future. You cannot have people who have been there before to come and help fix the country. No way. No way. Because there's nothing new they will bring on board. But when you bring a youthful guy like Ndindi Nyoro, Edwin Sifuna, and probably put them in that position, you can be able to tell here there's some change, which can attract the youth towards your side. It also shows that it's good to trust this kind of a regime because it already considers one of us. Everyone loves Ndindi Nyoro. He has performed. For instance, everyone loves this guy by the name Edwin Sifuna. And that is fine. So it is good for the youth of this country to be considered in that particular position. But when you look at right now the entire opposition, who is a youth there that can be able to become a running mate? No one. So you cannot bring me Moi and Uhuru to fix this country. No. Bring me Moi and our generation at least to fix this country. Or bring Uhuru and our generation to fix this country. Ama ni aje? The other thing is change. What we've had for so many years is the same people doing the same things, pretending to be new people. Now, right now, for that ticket to make a lot of sense, give us someone else who at least we can be able to look at and say this really represents a change in the type of leadership we'll get with him. That will help us as a country to have some hope that in the future, our nation will be a better place. But if they're just ignored, the people of Kenya, ignored, those who want change to be ignored seriously, then the opposition will not be able to attract some votes towards their side. So in a nutshell, the opposition team must sit down and agree that we need change in this country. And that change is not within them. Gachagua was a deputy president of William Ruto. We saw the type of thinking that he had. We know all of us what Matiang'i is. We know what Kalonzo is. So in a nutshell, we know very well that if there's change we need, this change must come from outside towards the opposition. Lastly, it's character. As much as someone is also having all these things that we need, he has a track record, he can bring numbers, he can bring change, we need some character that is adorable in leadership. A professional, a professor, or maybe let's talk of some banker, or maybe an accountant can sit somewhere, or maybe a pilot can listen to, because he trusts this person's intellectual ability. You can't bring someone who has not been okay before, who is known very well, this person, he does not have the character. This person, he never finished school. This person is this way. Then you expect that person to be trusted by professionals who are wise, sharp, intelligent, that this person will take the country to a better place. No way. So the opposition, I feel they must consider the seat of a running mate from outside their circle. If they will ignore that, I am not a genius here, and I am not a messiah, and I'm not a prophet. But if they ignore that, they'll be the same. Even in their manifesto, we'll see the same things. Same things just sticking there. But when you bring a new person, someone can be able to identify the change and say, there's some difference with this one. Let's consider this team. I don't know what's your take, but in the comment section, feel free to share with me. My name is Abel Mokua. Thank you so much. See you next time. God bless you.